Be me, 23, working at local tech store and thinking I'm finally getting my life together. Have been friends with Luna since sophomore year of college, started as study partners for computer science classes, developed feelings for her junior year but never said anything. Graduated 2 years ago and we stayed close friends. Luna moved to same city for her job at graphic design firm. Hang out constantly. She comes over to play co-op games and watch movies, but she's always talking about other guys she's dating. Classic friend zone situation, but I keep hoping something will change. Then I meet Sierra at work, new hire in customer service. Sierra is cute in that girl next door way, brown hair, freckles, starts flirting with me immediately, which is new experience. You're really good at explaining tech stuff without being condescending. Most guys in tech are such know-it-alls. Ask Sierra out after 2 weeks of casual workplace banter. She says yes and we start dating. Meanwhile, still hanging out with Luna, like always. Telling myself it's just friendship, but feelings are definitely still there. Couple weeks into dating Sierra, something changes with Luna. She starts asking more personal questions about my dating life. So how serious are things with this Sierra girl? Not sure yet, still getting to know her. What's she like? She's nice, easy to talk to. Notice Luna seems less enthusiastic about these conversations. Starts declining invitations when I mention Sierra will be there. Oh, if it's a couple thing, maybe I shouldn't intrude. Never said this before about my previous dates. Brain starts wondering if she's jealous. Decide to test theory by being more obvious about relationship. Start mentioning Sierra more in conversations. Sierra and I went to this great restaurant. Sierra got me this cool game for my birthday. Watch Luna's reactions carefully. Definitely seems bothered, but trying to hide it. Evil mastermind plan begins forming. Maybe if Luna sees me happy with someone else, she'll realize what she's missing. Maybe I can make her jealous enough to finally make a move. Start inviting Luna to hang out when Sierra and I are together. Come see this new movie with us. We're going to that arcade bar, you should come. Sierra thinks I'm being nice, including my friend. Really, I'm using her as prop in psychological warfare. Plan works too well. Luna starts getting visibly uncomfortable during group hangouts. Makes excuses to leave early. Oh, I just remembered I have early meeting tomorrow. My mom called, family emergency. Sierra notices the pattern. Does Luna not like me or something? She seems weird when I'm around. She's just shy around new people. Lie comes out so naturally it scares me. Luna starts texting me more frequently, especially when she knows Sierra and I are together. During movie dates, my phone buzzes constantly. What did you think of that new game trailer? Remember when we played Portal 2 for 8 hours straight? Miss our old Friday night movie marathons. Start responding to these texts while sitting next to Sierra, hiding phone screen, and giving short responses. Yeah, that was fun. Maybe we can do that soon. Sierra notices me being secretive with phone. Who keeps texting you? Just Luna, she's bored. During our date. She doesn't know we're on a date. Another lie that slides out effortlessly. Luna suggests we hang out one-on-one more often. Feels like we never get quality time anymore. Everything's always a group thing now. Want to have one of our old gaming sessions this weekend? Agree immediately, even though I have plans with Sierra. Tell Sierra I have to work overtime, spend Saturday at Luna's apartment playing TF2 and eating pizza. This is nice, feels like old times. Yeah, it does. I miss this. Missed what? Just us hanging out without distractions. By distractions, she clearly means Sierra. Tension in room becomes obvious. We're sitting closer on couch than usual. She keeps touching my arm when she laughs, making prolonged eye contact during conversations. You know, I was thinking about junior year. What about it? About how close we were. We're still close. Different kind of close, though. What do you mean? Nothing, just nostalgic, I guess. But she's definitely fishing for something, heart racing, because this feels like moment I've been waiting for. Lean in slightly to test her reaction. She doesn't pull away, about to kiss her when my phone rings. Sierra's name on screen. Moment completely ruined. Sorry, I should take this. Hey babe, what's up? Just checking if you're still at work. Yeah, still here, lots of computer issues today. Lying while looking directly at Luna. She can hear every word. Her expression changes from hopeful to disappointed. Okay, I'll let you focus. Love you. Love you too. Hang up and Luna is staring at me. You told her you love her. We've been dating for 2 months. Do you though? Do I what? Love her. Question hangs in air, like smoke grenade. It's complicated. No, it's not. Either you do or you don't. Why does it matter? Because you're here with me. Lying to her about where you are. Almost kissing me. while telling her you love her. Realize how messed up this whole situation is. Nothing happened though. Something almost happened. Almost doesn't count. Doesn't it though? Drive home feeling like I'm juggling live grenades. Start living double life over next few weeks. Telling Sierra I'm working late or hanging with other friends. Really spending time with Luna, having increasingly intimate conversations. Do you ever think about what could have been? What could have been if one of us had been brave enough in college? Brave enough to do what? You know what? I don't know what. Don't make me say it. Say what? That I had feelings for you too. Nuclear bomb dropped in middle of conversation. Two meaning what? Meaning I knew you liked me. But I was scared to ruin our friendship, so I pretended not to notice. But I always wondered what if. Everything I ever wanted to hear. Why are you telling me this now? Because watching you with her made me realize I don't want to wonder anymore. But you're with Sierra. Yeah, I'm with Sierra. So what are you saying? I'm saying if things were different, if you weren't taken, I'd want to try. Brain completely short circuits. Spent years wanting this exact conversation. Now it's happening and I'm dating someone else. This is really bad timing. I know. But I had to tell you. What do you want me to do with this information? I don't know. Whatever feels right. Drive home in complete chaos. Sierra notices I'm acting strange. You've been distant lately. Distant how? Like your mind is somewhere else. My mind is right here. Is it though? Because it feels like you're going through the motions. She's not wrong. Every conversation with Sierra feels hollow, comparing everything to my connection with Luna. Sierra is sweet, but Luna understands me. Sierra likes me, but Luna gets my references. Sierra cares about me, but Luna shares my passions. Realize I've been settling for Sierra while using her to make Luna jealous. Both things are equally horrible. Decide. I need to make choice. Can't keep stringing both of them along. But every time I try to choose Sierra, think about Luna's confession. And every time I think about choosing Luna, remember Sierra doesn't deserve this. Situation comes to head during the group dinner. Luna suggests we all go out together. Let's try that new sushi place. All three of us. Sierra agrees, but seems reluctant. Dinner is psychological warfare disguised as casual meal. Luna keeps bringing up shared memories. Remember when we stayed up all night debugging your final project? You were so stressed, but we figured it out together. Best team in class. Sierra counters with relationship milestones. That's sweet. Last week he helped me set up my new laptop. He's so patient when he's teaching. Right, babe? Sitting between them like Demo Man caught between two enemy snipers, both targeting me from different angles. Excuse myself to bathroom to escape tension. Come back to find them in heated whisper conversation. Both stop talking when they see me. What were you discussing? Nothing important, Sierra says but looks upset. Just getting to know each other better, Luna adds with slight smirk. Rest of dinner passes in uncomfortable silence. Drive Sierra home afterwards. What did Luna say to you? When I was in the bathroom. She asked if you seem happy with me. What did you tell her? I said yes, but then she said something weird. What? She said you've always been more than friends. That's not true. She said you had feelings for each other in college. That never happened. She seemed pretty confident about it. Luna likes to romanticize the past. So there's nothing between you two. Pause too long before answering. We're just friends. That wasn't what I asked. There's nothing between us. Then why did you hesitate? I didn't hesitate. Yes, you did. You paused for like 10 seconds. I was thinking about how to respond. The truth doesn't require thinking. Pulls out her phone and starts scrolling. What are you doing? Checking something. Scrolls through messages on her phone. Here, look at this. Shows me text conversation. It's screenshots of my messages with Luna. Where did you get these? Luna sent them to me. What, why? To prove her point. Look at messages and realize how bad they look. Out of context, they seem way more intimate. Miss our gaming sessions. Thinking about old times. Wish things were different. Sierra, this isn't what it looks like. What does it look like? Like you're emotionally cheating. That's not what this is. Then what is it? Friendship. Friends don't say they wish things were different. Friends don't lie about working late to hang out. Friends don't almost kiss each other. Who told you about that? Luna did. She told you everything. Apparently you two had quite the heart-to-heart. While you were supposedly working overtime. Feel like I've been hit by critical hit. Why would she tell you all this? because she wanted me to know. Know what? That you're not really available, that you're just using me as placeholder until she decides she wants you. That's not true. Isn't it, though? Would you choose her if she asked? Moment of truth. I don't know. That's all I needed to hear. Gets out of car without saying goodbye, drive home feeling like absolute monster. Luna texts later that night. We need to talk. About what? About what happened with Sierra. What did you tell her? The truth. Why would you do that? Because she deserved to know. That wasn't your decision to make. Wasn't it, though? You were never going to tell her. You were going to keep lying. Keep using both of us. I wasn't using anyone. Yes, you were. You were using her to make me jealous, and using me to feel better about settling. That's not what happened. Then what happened? Think about it honestly for first time. I got confused. About what? About what I wanted. And instead of figuring it out, I tried to have everything. Exactly. So what now? Now you have nothing. Thanks to you. No thanks to you. I just forced the truth. You would have kept lying indefinitely. She's absolutely right. Meet up with Luna a few days later. Sierra won't return my calls or texts. Congratulations, you got what you wanted. What did I want? Run me single and available. Is that what you think this was about? Wasn't it? No, it was about honesty. You were hurting someone who didn't deserve it, and lying to yourself about what you really wanted. What do I really want? You tell me. I want you. Do you? Yes. Or do you want the idea of me? What's the difference? The difference is I'm not the same person from college. Neither are you. We've both changed. Maybe what we had then wouldn't work now, but we'll never know if we don't try. We will know, because I already know. Know what? That seeing how you treated Sierra scared me. What do you mean? You lied to her for weeks. Compartmentalized your feelings. Manipulated both of us. If you could do that to her, how do I know you wouldn't do it to me? That's different. How is it different? Because I love you. You said you loved her too. Not the same way, but you said it, while lying about being with me. So what does your love actually mean? Sit there with no good answer. I made mistakes. Yes, you did. But we could start fresh. No, we can't. Because this whole thing showed me who you really are. When you want something bad enough, you'll hurt people to get it. That's not who I thought you were. That's not who I want to be with. She gets up to leave. So that's it. That's it. I'm sorry it took destroying everything to figure this out. But better late than never. Leaves me sitting alone. Spend next few weeks in complete isolation. Sierra blocked me on everything. Luna won't respond to messages. Coworkers asking why I seem depressed. Just going through some stuff. Realize I orchestrated my own downfall. Wanted to be romantic lead, but became manipulative villain. Tried to have both girls and lost them both. Played them against each other, and they chose each other's honesty over my lies. Month later, run into Sierra at grocery store. She looks good, seems at peace. Hey, how are you? I'm doing better, you? Learning to live with consequences. That's probably healthy. Sierra, I really am sorry for lying and manipulating the situation. You deserved honesty from the beginning. Yes, I did. But thank you for saying that. It means something. For what it's worth, I did care about you. I know you did. That's what made it worse. You cared, but not enough to choose me, or enough to let me go. You're right. Take care of yourself. Waves goodbye and walks away. A few weeks later, Luna texts, "Can we talk? Meet at coffee shop where this mess started. I've been thinking about everything, and I think we both learned something important, which is that timing isn't everything. Character is. What happened showed your character, and mine too. Yours how? I knew you were with someone, but I pursued you anyway. That makes me complicit. In hurting Sierra, we both made choices. Can we be friends again? Someday, maybe, but not now. Too much damage. I understand." She leaves and I'm alone again, sitting here playing TF2 as spy. Ironic. Since I spent months backstabbing people emotionally. Spy sapping my sentry. Yeah, engineer, spy is sapping everything. Realize I spent so much energy trying to choose between them, never considered they might not choose me. After seeing who I really was under pressure, turns out they both chose self-respect, which was probably the right choice. Moral of story, Anons. If you try to play everyone, you end up playing yourself. Love triangles only work in movies. In real life, they just make you the villain, even when you started as the hero. Beamy, 22, working at electronics store because retail tolerates my autism. Spend days organizing cables by length and explaining to boomers why expensive HDMI cables are scams. Coworkers think I'm weird because I memorize product specs for fun. Anon, why do you know exact power consumption of every graphics card? Because knowledge is power and power consumption is important. They don't appreciate my wisdom. Tuesday afternoon, this Q8 walks in asking about computer parts. Purple hair, band shirt, alt-girl aesthetic. Immediately start sweating because attractive female detected. Hi, I need help building gaming PC. What kind of games do you want to play? Mostly RPGs and some FPS stuff. Brain goes into overdrive mode. Well, that depends on whether you prioritize frame rate over visual fidelity and what resolution you're targeting, because 1080p versus 1440p has different hardware requirements. Also, do you prefer NVIDIA or AMD, because driver optimization varies significantly? She stares at me for 10 seconds. I just want something that runs games good. Realize I just info dumped on random customer. Sorry, I get carried away with technical stuff. No, that's actually really helpful. Most places try to sell me expensive garbage. You actually know what you're talking about. Heart skips because someone appreciated my autism. Spend hour explaining every component in obsessive detail. She asks questions and actually listens to answers. Why is DDR5 better than DDR4? Launch into 15-minute explanation about memory bandwidth. She nods along like genuinely interested. Wow, you really know this stuff. Helps her pick parts within budget. Thanks so much, you saved me from terrible overpriced stuff. What's your name? Anon. I'm Riley, thanks again. A few days later, Riley comes back. Hey, Anon, I need monitor now. What resolution and refresh rate are you looking for? I don't know, what do you recommend? Another info dump session begins. Explain IPS versus VA versus TN panels for 2 hours. She pulls out notebook and starts taking notes. Nobody has ever taken notes on my ramblings before. So APs has better colors, but VA has better contrast. Exactly. And TN has fastest response, but worse viewing angles. You're like walking encyclopedia. Most people find that annoying. Most people are stupid. You make this stuff make sense. She leaves, and I'm floating on cloud 9. Week later, she's back for speakers. Starting to suspect she doesn't need all this stuff immediately. Explain surround sound positioning and frequency response. You should be teacher or something. Teachers need social skills. You have social skills, you're talking to me. That's different because you actually want to hear this stuff. Want to see my setup when it's done. You'd want to show me. You picked out all the parts, plus you could help optimize settings. Brain short circuits because girl wants me at her place. Perfect, it's a date. Date meaning appointment, right? Date meaning whatever you want it to mean. Saturday, show up at her apartment. Gaming posters and anime figures everywhere. See PC setup with all parts I recommended. You did cable management. YouTube tutorials are amazing. Spend hour optimizing drivers and settings. She watches with genuine interest. Why disable Windows game mode? Because it causes frame time inconsistencies. You want consistent frame pacing for smooth gameplay. Exactly. She gets it. First person who's understood my explanations. Load up Portal 2 for co-op testing. Spend 3 hours solving puzzles together. Okay, if I put Portal here and you put yours there. We can momentum bounce across gap. Working together perfectly. This is really fun. Want to order pizza and keep playing. Most comfortable I've ever felt around another person. Do you always explain everything in such detail? Yeah, it's kind of a problem. Most people think it's annoying. Their loss, I like learning things. Plus, you get animated when talking about stuff you love. It's cute. Nobody has ever called my info dumping cute. You're probably first person to think that. Then you've been hanging around wrong people. Play until 2 a.m. I should head home. Or you could stay, couch is comfortable. And we could finish campaign tomorrow. She gets me blanket and pillow. Thanks for today. Thanks for being you. Being me is usually liability, not with right person. Wake up to smell of bacon. She made breakfast. Spend Sunday finishing games. Keeps asking technical questions. Why prefer this graphics setting? How does anti-aliasing work? Answer everything in obsessive detail. She absorbs it all. Monday, have to go back to work. This was really fun. We should do it again. It's a date. Actual date or appointment date. I think I'm too autistic to understand social cues. Then I'll be direct. I like you. Not just as tech support, as person. Even though I'm weird, especially because you're weird. You care about things deeply. Get excited about details others ignore. You're genuine and passionate. That's awesome. So we're dating now. If you want to be. Good, because I already told friends about my cute nerd boyfriend. Next few weeks are like dream. She comes to store during breaks. Coworkers notice change. Anand seems happier, less likely to lecture customers about thermal paste. He's got girlfriend. Impossible. Riley meets coworkers. So you're dating our resident computer genius. How do you deal with technical rambling? I ask for more. He makes everything interesting. They look at her like she's crazy. A few months later, living together, apartment becomes tech headquarters. Morning babe, ready to test new graphics card. Always ready. Still can't believe this is my life. Went from annoying customers with unwanted information to having girlfriend who encourages my obsessions. Coworkers ask what changed. Found someone who asks for more instead of less. Suddenly weirdness became strength. Moral of story, Anons. Your autism might annoy some people, but it's exactly what right person is looking for. Find someone who appreciates your weird instead of tolerating it.